Ladies and gentlemen, the following is another outstanding episode of the Wrestling Fast Podcast, Ringside Society. In one corner, we have the greatest thing on God's green earth. No, we're not talking about money, Mary Jane, or Popeye spinach. He's a tranquil dart of Ringside Society and Delaware's greatest American hero. It takes two to make a thing go right. He's Rob Bass, and you are not. And the second corner, we have that ocean crossing, straight up Boston, flight catching, shot glass snatching, always on the go. Catch him if you can. Said his name in Guyana. Now they love him in Japan. No cap, the worldwide star boy, Remy Blue. And our special guest is a man who graduated with a Nightmare Factory Class 1. And he is the sensation of a new generation. Everybody, welcome to the show. One half of the Rock and Shock. Get it right. Rock and Shock, not Rock and Sock. The Rock and Shock Connection, Casey Rocker.
Hey, man.
Woo!
The real question is it the Rock and Shock connection or is it the business? I mean, the answer is yes. I mean, I don't know if tag teams have two names, but there's two of us, so we should be allowed to have two names. I don't know. Maybe it's the first time. Maybe it's not, but that's what we're doing.
Well, I mean, there was another tag team that did it. Animal and Hawk. They were known as the Legion of Doom, and they were known as the Road Warriors. So, I mean, hey, you're not the first. And if people were cool with that, then why wouldn't they be cool with, the Rock and Shock connection or the business, Yeah. And if Vince McMahon gets into his feelings and is like, hey, you guys sound too similar to the Rock and Sock connection, I'm going to sue you. Okay, well, Vince, you can have that. We'll just go back to being the business because that's what we do. We get business done, But how you doing today, man?
I'm all right. Yeah, it's been a long day doing stuff, training.
To those of y'all listening and watching, we apologize for the delayed start. We had some technical difficulties that, to be honest, it was a rookie mistake on my part. Running like a video-based podcast. Uh-oh. I made a mistake. It was a bit of a rookie mistake on my part. I didn't know, but now I know. We almost lost one of our past interviews. I had to frantically scramble to get it back. But luckily it's still on there. So for those of y'all that follow us, y'all know this is not how we do business. For those of y'all that are new listeners, once again, this is not normally how we do our business here at Ringside Society. We're more like pretty much abrupt with it and so on. So hope y'all give us another chance, and we promise the next one will be better. But now that that's out of the way, so Casey Rocker, man. So tell us, man. I mean, he's the first class graduate, man. Graduate of the first class. What was the pay-per-view or event that made you become a fan of pro wrestling?
Oh, it has to be this Rock promo I heard in '99. I'm just kidding. That'd be stupid. No, for me, it was honestly, I don't remember anything before like that. I can't like a specific match or anything. I've always watched. The first match I remember watching was Ric Flair and Mick Foley in a barbed wire match. Don't know what pay-per-view it was, but honestly, it's just like it's always been this. I've never really wanted to be anything else. I had to for a period of time by force, but at this point in time, I'm like, this is all I've ever wanted to do. So going all in with wrestling. I moved from Florida to Georgia to do it, so no turning back.
Oh, cool. What part of Florida?
South Daytona Beach.
Oh, you were there with the Spring Breakers. Hey, that definitely fits your gimmick, man. I mean, not gimmick, but your character. My bad, apologies for calling the gimmick. That definitely fits, somebody with the persona of a KC Rocker. Because what's in Daytona besides the Daytona 500? Spring Break. I probably one of the biggest spring break gatherings ever. So I mean, hey, you lived a good life, man. You lived a very good. I know. Because I used to live in Fort Lauderdale, which is right next door to Miami. So, yeah, definitely never a dull moment there. Um, but so now that so who are some of your favorites that you enjoyed watching growing up in regards to wrestling?
Uh, I know, like as a kid, me and my brother wanted to be a tag team. That didn't. He's not into wrestling now anymore, but we watched a lot of DX, the Hardy Boys, and then as we got older, I was more into like CM Punk. Always kind of stayed a fan of Jeff Hardy. Um, I was into Randy Orton. Just I like a lot of the more vocal wrestlers and like talkers as I've been getting older. Uh, and then I started getting into AJ Styles, and that he's actually the one who brought me back in when I left, like when I stopped being interested. Yeah, when he joined up, when he was with when Kenny Omega and the Bucks turned on him, that's what got me back in.
Oh
Yeah,
wow, AJ Styles, man. It's funny. I remember when I first saw him.
yeah,
This was like back in the day. I'm an old man, so I was watching like way back in the early '90s. But when I
yeah,
first saw AJ Styles in 2001, it was AJ Styles and another guy named Air Paris,
yeah,
and I was like, wow, these guys are phenomenal, and they no pun intended, but I'm like, they even compliment each other. I mean, AJ Styles was actually the more high flyer. Air
yeah,
Styles was the more like ground guy. But I was like, these guys are gonna go far. But unfortunately, it was during the last days of WCW, we didn't get to see more of them. And we were lucky enough to talk to Air Paris and find out what happened to him because I was like, dude, you were just as good as AJ, man. Like you should have been up there. And he was like, he explained what happened and so on. I was like, yeah, yeah, but they're still good friends and whatnot. But yeah, AJ Styles is definitely one that has there's never a dull match with that guy. He's pretty good.
yeah,
He never lost a step. And the thing is he's like 44 and still able to do all those things that he does. That's
yeah.
crazy about it.
And
AJ, I don't mean to
oh yeah,
I was
luckily
gonna
I've
say,
been when I've been doing because I've been wrestling the independent circuits over here. I got to meet him at a show, and that was pretty dope. Over at a place called Anarchy Wrestling. Went there for like literally one
oh,
show. He got inducted into their Hall of Fame that night, so I got to meet him. I've kind of met all my favorite wrestlers at this point, so that's pretty dope.
Anarchy Wrestling. You what? That's like the, in my opinion, the WWE of Georgia wrestling right there. That's where the creme that I mean Austin. I always call the man Austin Woods, Austin Creed, aka Xavier Woods, AJ Styles.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Flair, I
so
believe. Guys are
yeah,
there. Yeah,
so many people have actually progressed just from that one promotion in Georgia. Wow, I honestly hope I can see a show from there one day.
oh yeah, it's a pretty lively crowd over there, so it's pretty dope. And then I've been doing some regular work with their sister company, PCW Platinum Championship Wrestling, and that was called. We've been doing regular work over there, so that's been fun.
Oh, that's your sister company?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, oh, I did not. I heard of them before, but like I didn't know that they were like related to Anarchy. But
Yeah. The owner of Platinum is the co-owner at Anarchy. Yeah. Yeah. He's a good guy.
ooh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to take a trip to Georgia one of these days, man. I mean, y'all kind of getting hot over there, man.
Yeah. Shows are wild.
So you're attending the shows and you have your favorites that you go and watch and whatnot. How did your journey go from wrestling fan to now, professional wrestler? How did you like end up going to Nightmare Factory, all that good stuff?
I wasn't originally supposed to. I was my original goal was well, not goal. My original plan was to go to Flatbacks and get trained by Sean Spears and Tyler Breeze, and I already had like all that kind of starting to get set up. I paid to have my spot solidified, and then I saw one time when I got home from work because I work night shift. I literally came home. It was 6 a.m. I just like went through my phone like people do before they go to sleep. Uh, it said like apply to be trained at the Nightmare Factory. Never heard of it before, but I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I looked at it and I was like, well, that's definitely not gonna happen. But screw it, I'll just like put one in for fun. And then I think like a week before my birthday, I got a call and they said, hey, are you still interested in going to the Nightmare Factory? And I said, the where? Because I forgot I even did it. And then the rest is history. Ended up going here. I think it was the best decision. and yeah.
Wow, that's cool. And yeah, it definitely worked out because after 3 months of training, you were actually able to graduate with the first class, which many of whom we've actually been very fortunate and grateful to have on our show.
Yeah.
What was it like getting that handshake, pat on the back, and saying from your coaches and them saying congratulations, you are now a legit professional wrestler. You can go ahead and take bookings all
Yeah.
over the country, if not all over the world.
Oh, it was pretty cool. They were very big on just like, go out, protect yourself, and just be safe. Don't go out and do like the crazy stuff and break your neck. Uh, but like I think there's also at least for me, when I left, I didn't feel like a professional wrestler yet. Like, yeah, we were wrestlers, but to be like professional, you got to be able to go out, you got to work, you got to put your time in. That's what makes you professional. And then when you make it, that's when you're a professional wrestler. Right now, we're just wrestlers, and I don't know. Maybe that's maybe just my mindset on it. But I'm still working towards being the sensation of a new generation. And it's going to take time, but we're on our way. And I think doing what we're doing here, that's the first step. And yeah.
Cool. That's cool. So what was your so how did you come up with that name, the sensation of a new generation? Because that has a nice ring to it, like sensation of a new generation, or just leaps out at you.
Yeah, I was really tired of hearing people say that they're the best in the world. Like everybody says it. We got Kenny Omega, he's the best bout machine. We got people saying that he's the best in the world. We got Sammy Guevara saying he's the best ever. We got Punk saying he's the best in the world. There's Bret Hart, best there is, best there was, best there ever will be. And I feel like they took a legitimate, and it's not a diss in any way towards them. I'm just like, you took a cool title and it got like overused to the point that it's like I kind of don't feel like best really means anything anymore. It's so I remember I was one thing I really liked was when I heard AJ Styles say he's like the phenomenal one, and so I started thinking of different like things to go towards that. And I'm a big like superhero fan, so Spider-Man I thought of like there's the spectacular and all this stuff, and I thought sensation like for some reason went to my mind. And then just like with that, I thought of I can be the sensation of a new generation, because that's what we are. We're the new generation of professional wrestling. Yeah, and that's pretty much. There's not. It's probably not the most interesting story, but that's where it all came from.
That's cool. That's pretty cool. Um, Definitely interesting. So on to the student showcase, the first ever student showcase. You were in that battle royal, man. You came out there, like all like the crowd was definitely behind you. They definitely recognized you, and you went in there, did your thing. What was it? What was going through your mind? Were you nervous entering that battle royal? Were you like, you know what, I got this. I'm the KC Rocker. This is my time. Or was there like a mixture of both?
For the first or third one?
For the first one.
Oh, for the first one? Oh, there's like some nerves because I've never done a show before, so I think like not expecting like how I was gonna feel that people around you, and like as far as like we had our other wrestlers there watching, but then there was also just like friends, family, and fans who were watching us as well, and those ones were the ones that kind of like can't go out there and shit the bed. So I turned it up and wouldn't didn't allow myself to mess up, and did my thing. I think after once you go out and you music hits and you hear the people, it's just something clicks and you go out there and turn it up.
That's cool. That's cool. Um, so now that you're actually in a tag team with Caleb Tenanity.
It's
I'm
no,
probably
it's Kennedy, like Kennedy with a T.
Tenanity. Okay,
Yeah,
Caleb.
Mr.
I'm
Kennedy.
sorry. Please, I'm sorry I got your name wrong. But yeah, you guys are actually now the business or
Yeah.
the Rock and Shop connection. How did y'all come together?
He trains here at the factory as well. He wasn't in one of the camps. He just he was supposed to be actually in camp 1, but he was already wrestling before him. So in the first one, they wanted lesser experienced people just to bring in some new faces, and he was they just placed him right away into the night class, which is more the advanced program. So I ended up meeting him when I came back in March, and we now we ended up living together, so that's pretty fun. And then we just figured, yeah, let's might as well tag, and then it clicked pretty well. So.
Oh, so there's people that train with the camps, and there's people that train like on their own, like in advance and so on.
Yeah,
Oh,
for us, it's kind of like we'll come in here and just practice wrestling around and stuff, and then go out and do shows together and whatnot, and help each other out. It's pretty fun.
wow, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I know we interviewed some people like Rain the Stallion Rivers, and we had the Renegade Twins and so on. We were like, oh, okay, so they were like there. I thought it was like just like if you trained, that you had to be in a class. I didn't know you had to be like on your. You could have been like advancing
Yeah.
on your own.
You can apply to be in the camp, but you have to be accepted to be in the advanced. So yeah.
Awesome. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. So I just got one more question before I turn over to Rob. And the KC Rocker, man. When I hear that name, I could tell that you got to have the music around you to get pumped and whatnot. So my next and last question is, what are KC Rocker's top 5 songs that gets him pumped when he's going to the gym or he's getting ready for a match? And whatnot.
Jesus of Suburbia by Green Day, because that's my favorite band. Pretty much anything from the 1X album for 3 Days Grace, because I love Adam Grandier. Let me see here. It has to be an Avenged Sevenfold. Probably Victim by Avenged Sevenfold. That's like way more than 5 songs already.
It's okay.
What is it? Bad Habits by The Offspring. I love that one. And what could we throw in for a last? Probably Misery Business by MGK. I've been digging that one lately.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you said Green Day. Whoever raised you, they raised you well. That's a good that's good stuff right there. You can never go wrong with Green Day. But I'm gonna go ahead and turn over to Rob. I know Rob asked some questions for you. So Rob, go ahead, man. The floor is yours.
All right, thanks, Remy. So what's going on, man? How's everything going tonight?
That's going pretty good.
That's good. Yeah, man, you were saying, Green Day's your favorite band to start out, because when he said that, I was like, I want to know about your favorite bands, man. You're a rocker and all. What are your top 5 bands? Yeah, pretty much answered that one, so, I'll cross that one off, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, Green Day's also, man. Yeah, like you said, that's your favorite band. Oh, I remember when they came out with Dookie. I was in, like, middle school, wasn't it? Something like that. Everybody had that. Yeah, had it on this thing called a cassette tape. I don't know if y'all know what that is. It's called a cassette tape. 100%. You put it in a Walkman. Yeah, I remember I had that. I had it on there. Oh yeah, it was good days. Maybe I might be able to break it out at one point. Good search for it. Probably might be in my mom's shed somewhere with my baseball cards. But yeah, it's all good. So you said, man, I wanted to ask, before you got to the Nightmare Factory, you said you were going to train with Shawn Spears and Tyler Breeze.
Yep.
How did that come about? How'd you, meet them, and how did that come about, man? I was like, oh, man, that's pretty cool, man. There's probably got a cool story behind that.
Oh, no, I just, I remember watching the Chris Van Vliet show, because I like to watch all the interviews beforehand when I was just a fan, and I remember watching Shawn Spears talking about how he was going to open up that school with Tyler Breeze. And when I went on the only time I ever went as a fan to a show was when it was the Chris Jericho Cruise Part 2, and I remember after that I was like, yeah, this is 100% what I'm going to do. As soon as I got off the boat, I applied for the school, paid the money to have my spot solidified, and I got welcomed in, which was cool. But then this came up, and this opportunity was just one that you couldn't pass up, because it was one of Cody's first students. You couldn't beat it. So yeah, but I just went there. That was my first place I wanted to go because I'm from Florida. So it was in Orlando. I'm from Daytona. It was like it just seemed like that was the perfect fit at first, until this happened.
That's right. Now, yeah, man, it's pretty good. You got the trainer, Cody, QT Marshall, every coach, Glacier. Man, that was my brother's favorite wrestler when we were kids. You know what I mean? Sub-Zero, man. Mortal Kombat. Yeah, Glacier was the band.
Yeah, at the moment.
So I did get to see. Oh no, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh yeah, right now I'm training with. Ever since I came back, I've been starting to get trained with Ernest. So right now, Ernest the Cat Miller and Glacier they're training me with kicks and martial arts and stuff. Yeah. It's the coolest.
3-time world karate champion. Oh man, I loved Ernest the Cat Miller as a kid. Oh,
should be a WWE Hall of
yes.
Famer, but yeah.
Yes. See, usually I don't, when I help work shows, do security, all that stuff. I don't mark out, I'm all right. But if I ever met Ernest the Cat Miller or something, I'd just be like, oh man, yeah, oh man, you the cat. Hey man, it's the cat.
What's up? Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, there'd be definitely a 30 seconds to a minute where I'm like, yeah, you the 3-time karate champ. Oh man, yeah, that's pretty cool. So I did get to see, man. Cody brought the TNT belt to class one time. I guess it was during promo class or something.
Oh yeah.
Did you get to cut any promos on him? Like if you're going to take the championship from him and Did you have to do any of that?
No, not at all. No, you're not. We were definitely not allowed to do that.
Oh man.
Did not want us dropping promos on coaches. Yeah. I don't know. There's probably good reasons why, but yeah, we were definitely not allowed to do it. But it was cool to take the picture with it and everything. That was pretty dope. Because I think that was when it was still just red and silver because they didn't have the actual like the newest belt out yet. So yeah, it was pretty dope. Yeah.
Yeah, now I think about it, you had a lot of people in your class. Yeah, you cut promos on each other, man. I'm thinking of my small class. It's like three of us, It's like, well, I'm right here, might as well. Oh man, yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Yeah, getting to see that, take pictures and stuff, man. Yeah, that's pretty awesome, man.
Yeah.
So, do you have any tips, for weight training, staying in ring shape? You know what I mean? Because there's always a saying, you can be in shape, but you ain't in ring shape. You know what I mean? Like Lance Armstrong, Tour de France. You know what I mean? That dude's probably in shape. You know what I mean? But if you put him in the ring, he'd probably be blown up in like a couple minutes. You know what I mean? So. Do you have any tips, how you, staying in shape, lifting weights, any cardio you do or all that good stuff?
It really just depends on like what you're going for. I'm trying to lean out. Just I don't have the desire to I'm not a body guy. I don't want to be a body guy. So I'm in the process of just leaning out because I was a little overweight in the first showcase. So I'm trying to work on getting those love handles down. You goddamn love handles. But anyway, yeah. So it depends on what you're going for. But yeah, they should do a lot of weight training. I try to do about 5 days a week, take 2 days off. But there's really nothing you can do for cardio, in my opinion. Like when you get in ring, it's just like it's out of this world. Yeah. I can still get blown up, and it's insane.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I always hear those stories. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh
yeah.
Man.
You gotta make it a job. It's not I mean, you can enjoy it. I enjoy working out now, but you gotta make it a job. It's an everyday thing. No days off. No, that sounds dumb. Right. And say do the work is probably a little overused at this point, but still, that's what it is.
That's what it is. Yeah, you gotta put in the work. You know what I mean? Get better. You know what I mean? Be the top of the game. That's what you are. You're gonna be the face of the new generation. You know what I mean? That's why you're here at the Nightmare Factory. You know what I mean? Doing that, putting in that work, doing your thing.
Yeah.
So, when is your next show, man? Do you have one lined up? Anything this weekend, coming up weekends or anything?
We just taped the showcase, so that one's gonna be coming out pretty soon here. And then I've been doing some GPW shows, the Georgia Premier Wrestling. That's coming up October 9th. That's when Caleb, Kennedy, and myself are taking on the Good Old Boys, and that should be fun. It's going to be a good tag team match. We led into it at the last show, and they interfered in our match. In my opinion, we weren't cheating. They say we were, but I think come October 9th, they're going to see why I'm the sensation of New Generation, and he's the shock factor professional wrestling.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, you go up in that ring on October and just dispense justice. You know what I mean? Show them what's up.
Yeah.
So where's the farthest you've traveled so far for a show, man? Have you been like up and down the East Coast yet?
Yes.
Have you been to the West Coast or anything?
We have plans to go West Coast, but we've already gone all the way up to Ohio. We've done School of Morton over in Tennessee, so that was pretty fun. We've done the North Carolina shows, and then we're kind of trying to just work this Georgia area, but we got some stuff coming up in Oregon, Utah, and Indiana. Those are some upcoming ones.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So how was
Yep.
the School of Morton, man? That was pretty cool, man. I know a couple people who wrestled there, man. So how was it wrestling over there in Tennessee? Did you get any fireworks?
Oh,
Because I know it's
definitely
big over there. Oh no, okay.
Yeah, no. We went there. I believe it was Father's Day, so there wasn't a lot of people there.
Oh, okay.
But that was the birthplace of the business. And at the end of the night, we went there not being booked, just kind of showed up. And they had us wrestle 2 matches. We did their regular show, and then we did their dark show. And on their dark one, we ended up main eventing and going over, and that was pretty cool. And then we had to drop a promo afterwards, and with the 8 people there, you couldn't hear us over the microphone, so that was pretty insane. That's the moment we knew it clicked.
That's right. That's right. So do y'all have any plans, whenever all these travel restrictions lift up, maybe going to different countries, and if so, what are countries you would love to wrestle in if you had the chance?
Yeah, my number 1 is Japan. That's what got me back into wrestling, so that is definitely where I want to end up going. But besides that, it would probably be UK. I really want to go wrestle there. I admire the technical chaining and all that, so I think that'd be kind of fun to go learn from them. The only way to get better is to beat the best, and I want to be the sensation of a new generation. It always comes back.
That's right. That's right. I've told my buddy, man, he'll watch AEW, and he's like, man, why does Kenny Omega say he's best in the world? Da, da, da. I'm like, man, I'm telling you, you got to watch
really
when
good.
he was the cleaner. When he was the cleaner, man, you got to start watching some stuff like that. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, I'm telling you. Yeah, you watch Omega from New Japan, yeah. You'd be like, okay,
amazing.
All right. I got it, yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of like with Orange Cassidy. I was like, yeah, you got to check Orange Cassidy out, man. He's pretty cool. And they're like, what? So I was like, yeah, he's pretty cool, man. Look at this. He does the least amount to get over, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you can do that, that's awesome.
Yeah, you got to be the best at what you do, and that's what he does.
Yeah,
Kenny does what he does, and I mean, look at Ernest. Ernest is like one of the best kickers there was in the business. Brought all these crazy kicks in. He didn't really have to slam too many people. I'm not slamming people. I'm just kicking people's heads off.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, oh man, see, okay, now you're being trained by Glacier and the Cat, man. So
Yep.
man, they gotta have some fast kicks, man. They're like, how quick are they, man? Is it like some Jean-Claude Van Damme stuff where you're just like, all right, yeah, hold on, slow this down for me.
Look, when you train with Ernest, he will show you the kick on you, and that's and you don't want to look, like what. So he'll lay one in and I'll just go like, oh yeah, that didn't feel a thing, and he goes, all right, now you do it. I'm like, give me a second. So it's pretty fun. I've been catching on pretty quick, and I've already kind of started putting everything into matches. In the last battle royal you guys probably saw. I don't know if you watched the Camp 3. I started throwing some kicks into there, and they've just been getting better since. And yeah, just keep working on it and adding more to the repertoire.
That's what's up. That's awesome. Oh my bad. Oh, here we go. Now I was watching. I was doing a little research, man. Were you an extra on Impact, or did you like go to a Impact show, doing whatever, man? And if so, man, if you're extra, well, tell us about that, man. What was the production like? What was the spread like, man? Was the food pretty good there?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, Impact was fun. I did extra work. We were there for the debut of No Way Jose. I believe he's just going by No Way now. So, but yeah, we were there, and yeah, they had Greek food for the thing, so that was pretty cool because I'm Greek. So, but yeah, it honestly a great backstage experience. I've been there, I think, 2 times now. So it's every time people are very, very nice people. I always have a fun time. Yeah, I had actually I met one of the people there at an indie show who helped me get onto the spot. So she's a super nice lady. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, hopefully.
Wrestling's a small world.
I know, man. Hey, hopefully, I mean, that'll turn into, we'll be watching you coming up, debuting wrestling on Impact. You know what I mean? Going for that X Division title. Starting to like, oh snap! Look at Casey Rocker, man. Here we go.
Yeah. Yeah, the first time I was ever there was Slammiversary, and I remember that was they did the X Division match, where they like climb on the ropes. That was I remember when I first got into Impact was when it was on Spike, and that was me and my brother's favorite match was that. So I was like, oh, it's pretty cool. The first time they're doing it.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So, man, you were talking a little earlier, man. You like the superhero stuff, man. I got Spider-Man and all that, man. So I gotta ask, how excited are you for the Spider-Man movie coming out? What's it, December? Is it December or November? I
think it's December.
Okay. So how excited are you for it, man? Because at the end of Loki, man, I'm like, this is going to open up a lot of things, man. And I seen the trailer, I'm like, oh, I'm ready for a bunch of Spider-Man and all kinds of craziness to come out, man. So how hype are you, man?
Yeah, I'm super excited. There's not a lot of movies that come out anymore that I like to go see, so I was like, that one's definitely one I'm looking forward to. Plus, there's all the rumors of Tobey Maguire coming back, and that that's our OG. So I hope to see it. We got the old school Doc Ock coming out, so there's But yeah, I'm super excited for that one. Especially with the possibility of a multiverse. I would definitely want to see that on a live action screen. That'd be cool.
Oh yeah, I'd like to see a multiverse too, man. See, I like the DC, the animated ones. I'll watch on HBO. They kind of got a multiverse one, and I think they're doing one about the Injustice games. Because I like the Injustice games. I got 1 and 2, the fighting ones, where Superman went bad, killed everybody or whatever, stuff like that. I heard they're doing a movie on that. I'm like, ooh, I want to see this.
I was gonna say, yeah. I'm just waiting for the Spider-Man Deadpool crossover. That's the one I want to see. Ooh. I've been waiting for it. I want a Tom Holland, Ryan Reynolds movie, man.
Man, that would be awesome if Deadpool show up in this movie, man. I just be like, oh, I would literally not figuratively soil myself, wherever I'm at. Like, oh, I gotta get up and change, you know what I mean? Be it a delete, extra scene, whatever, you know what I mean? But hey.
Yeah, it'd be dope if it happens. I'm pretty sure it will. At this point, they got Sony and Disney owning Tom Holland Spider-Man stuff, so I was like, it's just a matter of time, in my opinion. But we'll see.
Yeah, I'm waiting for some X-Men type deal jump in there. I want to see Wolverine, man. I'm kind of curious, man, who they're going to replace him with. I'm kind of curious who they're going to, because, man, what's his name? Man, he did a great job as Wolverine for like 20 years, whatever.
Yeah, Woo. Hugh Jackman. Yeah, he was great.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman. Oh man, yeah. Yeah, man. One thing I kind of want to see Spider Pig, man. I remember him from the Simpsons movie, man. Spider Pig and stuff, man. Yeah, I kind of want to see if he'll make an appearance in the Spider-Man movie, man. I want a little Easter egg or something, man. Be like, oh, look in the background.
That'd be funny, yeah. I like John Mulaney, one of my favorite comedians. Played Spider-Ham on that was Into the Spider-Verse, and it was that was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, John Mulaney, yeah, that dude's hilarious.
Oh yeah, he's great.
Oh man, well, man, I remember one joke he told, man. He said he would go to parties at high school with like a friend, and he said this friend we used to go around, and he wouldn't steal stuff like or out of the house. He'd go up to the photo album and steal pictures. Yeah, I was like, yo, that's cold-blooded stuff, man. Who would do that? Oh. Yeah, you can't ever replace that. Can't replace the memories. Oh man.
Oh, it's so messed up. I love it.
Yeah. Another comedian I love, man. He recently passed away. Was Norm Macdonald, man. Like I used to love that guy. You know what I mean? Everything he did was hilarious. I used to watch like old Jeopardy episodes on SNL. When he passed, he'd be Burt Reynolds. You know what I mean? It's just, oh, great, man. That dude was hilarious.
Yeah.
So I do gotta ask, before I pass it on back to Remy, man, I don't want to keep you too long, man, from your training or anything, but I do gotta ask, do you have any, funny road stories you can share? Maybe something happened on the way to the show. Maybe you forgot your gear. Something happened. And then you can change the name to Tech Innocent if you need to.
I got funny ones. Not sure if they should be shared.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah. that's our rule. We don't for us at least we don't talk about the car rides, but yeah, they do get pretty funny. There's just some you know what? There's only one thing I could probably share these ones. Pretty much I won't say who we're with, but it was called We'll Ride Together. Especially on the longer ones when we just stop to go to the stop to get gas and like food and go to the bathroom. For some reason we always just get crazy in the bathroom and like play music and jump. It's just crazy. And there's always somebody in the bathroom who like won't come out of the stall because they're like terrified of what's going on.
Oh man,
it was wonderful. Yeah. But yeah, they get pretty insane because wrestlers are just crazy. There's nobody like us, so yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. Long rides, man. That's that bonding experience right there. You know what I mean? Taking long trips, you know what I mean? Yeah, you gotta do something, man. You gotta break the the boredom, do something, man,
Yeah.
I had a little
after
fun.
Like 6 hours, it's yeah. You get a little crazy. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, and I don't blame the person in the stall, man. I'd probably sit there too. I'd be like, I'm just gonna hang out. I'll just chill. I got my phone or whatever.
It was insane.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Oh, that's great. But yeah, man, I do want to say, thank you for taking time out of your day to come on and chat with us, man. I definitely had a blast. I wish nothing but the best for you, man. I hope you start, going around the country collecting all the gold. You know what I mean? Going everywhere you tearing it up. And I wish nothing but positive things for you and your family and all that good stuff, man.
Thanks, brother.
Casey Rocker, I just gotta say, first off, I apologize for what happened earlier. Like I said, it's not something we normally do. You can ask TSF and Cat Spencer and Audience Divinity. We're normally, smooth, but like I said, we had some stuff that we had to take care of. So I apologize for the late start and everything. But yeah, like Rob said, man, we're very grateful to have that you gave us this opportunity to have you on the show and tell your story and whatnot. We really and truly do wish the best for you in whatever you do. Hope you get to travel to Japan and the UK and wrestle, and then we'll be like, yo, we just had Casey on our show. Now he's over there in the UK doing his thing with Progress, or over in Noah or New Japan, and be like, yo, we just saw that guy. Wait, he's part of the Bullet Club now? Yo, or wait, he's part of Chaos now? Yo, this is crazy, So we definitely wish you all the best, man. We're not gonna hold you up anymore because we know you got some training going on. But where can fans find you on social media if they want to find out when your next show is, or if they want to purchase Casey Rocker merchandise? And where can bookers and promoters find you when they want to book you for their shows?
Yeah, you can find me on the KC_Rocker on Instagram, Rocker_KC on Twitter, and I also just started my own Casey Rocker page on Facebook. You can buy some merch on Pro Wrestling Tees with my name, Casey Rocker. I'm pretty. I try to post the same thing on all the social medias just because I'm very lazy at it. I'll just copy and paste. But yeah, I'll keep track of everything, and then also follow respect_the_business and keep track of Caleb Tennedy and Casey Rocker when we rock and shock the business.
Awesome. Also, our guest last week, Cal Flahaven, he had a message for you, and he says he owes you one. So it seems only fair that since he had a message for you, that we actually give you this opportunity to give him back a message. He said he owed you for something. I can't remember. I saw the showcase, and he said you did something that made him get eliminated in the Battle Royal. So he had his. So if you want to take this time to say a message now, to send a message to him, by all means, go ahead.
Well, I believe he hasn't wrestled in it's a little over a year, right? So I would say that it means probably just a fan. And, as wrestlers, we would call it a mark. And marks don't make the marquee. The sensation of a new generation makes the marquee. So why don't you get your reps in, take a bump for what? I don't know, you haven't taken one in a year. So hit me up when you start wrestling shows, and maybe we'll make something happen.
Oh, Kyle, we hope you heard that. We're going to be looking forward to this rivalry right here. But with that being said... Hey, the reason why my last name is Blue, so yeah. But we're gonna go ahead and shut it down right now. But before we do so, Rob Base, where can fans find you on social media if they want to, talk wrestling? Where can bookers and promoters find you when they want to book you for their shows once you're done, training to be a referee?
All right, you can find me on Rob_Base at Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch, and then Rob Facebook and YouTube.
Awesome. And if you want to find me, not that I have anything cool to say, you can find me on Twitter under @the_Remy_Blue, and you can also find me on Facebook under Remy Blue. You can also find our podcast on social media. We're on Instagram and Twitter under @Ringside Society. We also have a Facebook group. It's under Ringside Society. You can add us there. We're also on Twitch under @Ringside Society 2019, and we're also on YouTube. Yes, which is where one of the platforms that this episode is being streamed on. You can just type in Ringside Society. Once you see the dark blue and light blue logo above Rob's head, that's us. You're in the right place. We're also on Teespring. Yes, we have Ringside Society merch available. It's hoodie season. Get your hoodies. We got your hoodies. So definitely go ahead and cop one, cop two, cop yourself a coffee mug. Pumpkin spice lattes, green tea lattes, good old fashioned hot chocolate with the marshmallows would look good in a Ringside Society cup. We got you. All proceeds from those sales go back into keeping this show afloat. So definitely support us, man. It doesn't go back into our pockets. But with that being said, we just want to thank KC Rocker for being on our show tonight. Caleb Kennedy, we're coming for you next eventually, because we can't have one without the other. So don't go too far, man. But with that being said, we just want to thank everybody that tuned in tonight live. To those of y'all that are going to listen to us later on via our YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch platforms, thank you in advance. And to those of y'all that hate us, can't stand, really indeed wish we'd go away, well, like myself and Rob Park in Pennsylvania, we ain't going anywhere for a while.
They hate us because they hate us.
And we ain't stopping. So with that being said, we just want everybody and their grandparents and their parents have a podcast. But we're not your grandparents' podcast. We're not your parents' podcast. We're not just any podcast. Hey, yo, Rob Base, one time for the mind, one time for the people, one time for the wrestling culture, and one time for the Nightmare Factory Class 1 graduate, the sensation of a new generation, and one half of the business, or the Rock and Shock Connection, whatever tickles your fancy. Both are cool names. What type of podcast are we?
We're the Wrestling Fans Podcast.
That's right, we're the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. And with that being said, we'll be back this Thursday with another amazing interview and another amazing guest. But until then, we're still going through a pandemic, so y'all stay safe, stay healthy, be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes. We out. Peace.
See y'all. Good night. Stay classy, Delaware.
See it.